go down the page in order to go around a pen to go get Donald Trump. That's what I'm like.
Hi, not a whole lot to say. I just think that the only thing that occurs to me that is transparent about the Biden Harris administration is how corrupt and bitter and vindictive they are. Not, it's childish. This is childishness. This is, they think that because they have faked it through their entire lives, kicking the can down the road and being useless, that um, that they are entitled to cheating the system, playing the system, however you want to look at it. And in fact, they're just being very obviously corrupt is actually an understatement. I think that this is more like it's corrupt, but it's also in our face. Like it's more like the Machiavellian, like it's Machiavellian. They are trying to convince everybody that when they investigate other people, that is what is how we should think about, that is supposed to frame our mind as to what is right from wrong, versus when there's a laptop that Hunter Biden, a very sick person, he's a sick person. I mean, I lived in a homeless shelter from 2013, maybe 14, late 2013, early 2014 to early 2017. So for 3 years, and I swear, like, I don't want to be associated with the kind of hookers and whores that Hunter Biden was trying to bring to his hotel, because it's possible that that's what he might want to get at about not just me, but anybody that he tries to, demean and belittle and make feel inferior. I don't care about money, honey. I work hard for mine, and it's getting me by just fine. So far, I haven't starved to death. The next worst thing is I have to get a tent. And hey, you know what? If that's where it has to go, because I have to deal with your thuggishness, your your like blackmail. It's blackmail. Like, you can't tell me that I can't be the person that's outspoken and that can call people out, because otherwise I might end up without a job. And since I'm so independent, here I am, Miss Independent. While of course that's a look, I'm not complaining. Thank you. What I'm saying is that this is a very that's a sick man. Oh my God. I would have never, I wouldn't have touched him with a 10-pole stick ever. I would have stayed as far away as humanly possible. I mean, I've had oh my God, he's disgusting. Ugh. Either way, when I lived there, yeah, I had a chip on my shoulder. Like, I didn't want anybody to tell me that I'm they made me, or I'm reliant on them, and establish a codependency with anybody. No, I stayed at a local shelter with good people, by the way, and I don't regret a second of it. Maybe a few seconds, but only because some people that actually arrived were pretty disgusting. Who cares? How is that going to affect me? I lived with a disgusting person and had kids with him, and what's the difference? Either way, Okay, so I'm really glad that an Andrew Giuliani came out. I think that's his name. I don't know. And defended his dad the way he did, and just clarified. Look, any incriminating information found was a. I mean, is it something like about like giving up the goods, right? Like you give up the goods, and then you don't. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud. Sorry. So, but now he has no leverage, right? Like Rudy Giuliani has no leverage because this whole time he has this, but he's also trying to build a case. So he would want to let these other the crime family have enough rope, right? I mean, dig their hole a little deeper, because if he just like lets it all out, what then? Now it's just in the hands of some perhaps uninterested federal agents that may or may not be interested in having the best quality leaders in charge of everybody else's lives. And let's not forget that one bad apple that could actually be the person that's controlling everything. So that's how that works. Okay. So there is no reason why Rudy Giuliani would not have handed everything over if he wasn't strategizing about how to go about really nailing this crime family. It's that's how it works for mafia cartel families as well. Not like mine. My dad actually went to jail. He paid for his crime a long time ago. I guess you can call him a soldier. I guess you can call him a soldier. I don't know what the fuck he is. Ask me if I fucking care. What I do know is my dad asked me never to do crack in my life. And guess what? I'm a daddy girl's that way. I never did crack in my entire life. How's that? So if I feel pity for people that 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 do on crack, that's a whole other story. I'm not perfect. I just don't need a bunch of trashy people trying to be my like overlord. You're trash. You cannot be my overlord. Get over it. You reject. You're a reject and you just can't get over it. Either way, let's think about how I mean, you've already seen him come out on in the news and say, well, Rudy Giuliani can't be trusted. Anything from his, well, what is his game? Entrapment. His game is going to be entrapment. He entrapped me from, and then he can really take the ball and go running with it and do whatever he wants while he tries to bulldoze over everybody that is just trying to do the right thing for other people. This man, Hunter Biden, is disgusting. He's sick. He's a sick man. He wants to use people that he thinks are inferior to him based on the position that Joseph Biden has brought himself to, based on lies. Based on lies. That's all it is. He faked it through. He winged his whole life in Congress. They're both sorry people. Either way, bravo to Andrew Giuliani for clarifying exactly what they're going to find there. I hope Rudy Giuliani has copies of all of that stashed somewhere. And I hope they're going to play this smart, because I sure as hell want these. I want all criminals to go to jail, all of them. I want especially I want the top guy. I want the top fish, like the real fish to fry. I want those to be locked up for life. That's me. That's like Like, don't mess with the little people, fool. You're just you just use other people. They can't use me, so they try and like pressure me more so than anybody else. And actually, I'm going to end with this. I know that I believe in Jesus. Obviously, I know that everything has an expiration and everything comes to an end. And when Jesus came, he came to teach us how to end this life in a way that's going to take us to the next life in the best way. And when Christian people preach, again, it's very positive. It's very, but you know what? Be prepared, because you're gonna people be prepared, because people that are already that Satan knows are gonna make it to heaven, they are gonna be under much greater persecution. Much. It's gonna be like you're gonna want to fold. And if every last good person folds, and it does come down to one, then that might be when Jesus has to come in and intervene again. So be positive, be optimistic, but believe me, it's very hard to call people out, especially people that are in a position that are not going to make your life easier unless you bend over backwards for them. But you don't, I mean, where does that end? Are you going to be a slave to these people, to this trash? I hope not. Anyway, again, this is not a blurb, a gaffe, a slip of the mouth. This is like plain strategy. This is like, I want to act like I might be losing my mind, and I want people to focus. And he tricked us. Joe Biden tricked everybody, the whole world. He tricked everybody that he doesn't know what he's doing. But he's a deceitful punk that is going to get away with making everybody think that, oh, we got him the next time. We got him. No, he's got us. He's got us. That's all I'm saying. He's like a little 12-year-old turning 13. He's nothing. He's nothing. Please. He only associates with people just like him as well. No people of substance. Nobody of substance. Just people that he knows that he can play over the position that he's built over time by being a con artist. Thank you.